The first question people always ask when they buy a plastic model or they get a kit to build, what do I need? Let's take a quick look at tools for the beginner. The first item to get for your workspace is a cutting mat. This one's from AK Interactive. You can see it has white lettering, gray lettering. They come in various colors and sizes. This protects your work surface, plus gives you a good surface to cut on. That's a cutting mat. So you got your plastic kit at home, you take the parts out of the box and you notice that all the parts are attached to the runners or the sprue from the injection molding machine. How do you get them off? The first most important tool are sprue cutters. These are from Xeron, very good manufacturer, makes great cutting tools. This one's a number 410T sprue cutter. So get yourself a good set of cutters to take the parts off of the sprues. The next tool that you're going to want to have on your workbench is a hobby knife. Now, we've cut off the parts with the sprue cutters. The next step is to take your hobby knife and go back and clean off any excess plastic or any sprue marks. Hobby knives, you can buy them individually. This one's from Vallejo. There's various manufacturers. A lot of people call them X-Acto knives because X-Acto makes them. You could buy a set. They come in different sizes. You can see there's a small, medium, and large diameter handle and various blades to go with them. So, tool number 2, hobby knife. You've cut your parts off the sprue with your sprue cutters. You've trimmed them with your knife, your hobby knife. Sometimes there's still areas on the model that need to be cleaned up, mold lines, things of that nature. How do you do that? You use sanding materials. You use sandpaper, which comes in regular sandpaper and foam back for curves. Sanding sticks, these are great. Emery boards, sanding boards, and files. Files are great for figure models and things where you have to get in and clean up in really tight areas. So, sanding materials. One last tool that comes in really handy is a nice pair of tweezers. I prefer straight pointed end tweezers. They're all different shapes and sizes, so pick the one that suits you the best and use them for gluing on those little tiny detail parts. So, to sum up, the basic tools you'll need for plastic modeling are a cutting mat, sprue cutters, a hobby knife, tweezers, sanding materials, and maybe a little bit of reference. There are some really great books out there on basics of scale modeling. I would highly recommend getting hold of one, read through it, check out the tools. You can also buy small tool kits. This kit from Vallejo includes a very small cutting mat, sprue cutters, hobby knife, a file, and some extra blades. So, get yourself some tools and get modeling.